Welcome to Zen and the Art of Movies, and this is my second talk today. I lost one. So what I want to let's talk about The Sixth Sense. Did y'all see that movie? If you want to understand what Zen Zen and the Art of Movies, The Sixth Sense is a really good example. Because this is like a movie within a movie. This is like an awakening within a movie, or awakening from the movie within the movie. Remember when we thought, the viewer, we thought Bruce Willis was alive, and the little boy talked to him, and we had no question, no doubt that he was alive. And then we realized that he was dead, and he didn't know it. The little boy knew it because I see dead people, right? I see dead people. So he saw Bruce Willis as assuming who thought he was alive, but he was really dead. And the skill of the movie was that he fit right into the whole movie without realizing that the other characters didn't even see him. Another movie that was like this was The Beautiful Mind. But let's get back to The Sixth Sense. So if you want to see the Zen in the Art of Movies, you have to see the movie from a wider angle. You have to see the movie as you. Not a movie that's over there, and you're the viewer who is absent from the movie, you see. But in that moment, when you, the viewer, realized that you thought Bruce Willis was alive and he was dead, that little awakening there was a metaphor or an example of what it's like to wake up. So we go through life assuming that reality is this. And we always get shocked. Reality, the world, or the reality is full of shocks. An everyday mind is full of shocks. We have assumptions in our everyday life, in our house. I know I do. I can't fix something, and I assume that the fix is within a boundary of assumptions. And when I go to my wife, and because she doesn't have the same assumptions I have about fixing things, and she'll point right to the thing that's blocking. She'll point right to the button, right to the little fold, right to the key that unlocks the puzzle. And I'm surprised. Well, why didn't I see that? It's so simple, right in front of me. These are little examples of arousing the knower in our everyday mind or movie. So in The Sixth Sense, you see, we knew without a question that Bruce Willis was alive and part of the movie. And then suddenly the light of knowing went off, and we saw that this was an assumption. And the character, Bruce Willis, didn't know it, and we didn't know it, so we were both dead. The character and the viewer and you were both walking dead. We didn't realize that we were dead. And so this is a metaphor for real life, because when you can't get out of a fix, whether it's trying to fix the lawnmower or cook a recipe right or whatever you're trying to do, and if you find that you're repeating yourself, trying to get some traction, but you're going in circles, Groundhog Day, you see, you are trapped within an assumption. You are trapped within the boundary of your assumptions of what's real. And so we usually have to get some outside mechanic or somebody to come in. I really, my first response was always to call the tech support. And I'd call him up, and he would say, did you plug it in? Something that simple, And so my practice, again, my gradual awakening has been to resist my first response, which is calling the tech support or calling my wife, you see. And if I can resist that first response, I'm able to penetrate or transcend or bypass my assumptions. And the fix or the answer is always on the other side of my assumption. So you can look at our daily life, as a prison of assumptions. And when we hit up against that wall of assumptions, it's opaque. It's it's opaque. So we can't go through, we can't see through. It's like a fish in a fish bowl, and the glass is not transparent. The glass is opaque. So he can't see. All it does is maybe the glass is a mirror. All he does is reflect himself. Okay, there it goes. The camera stopped because I assumed I had more battery power. Life is just one assumption after another. And with me, the assumption the fishbowl. When your reality is like a fishbowl that's opaque, that opaqueness is an assumption. When your reality becomes transparent, like a glass fishbowl, you see through the assumption. A great example of this, I think I discovered it on myself, but I was sitting in the car at a crossroads, and some boxcars were going by. Boom, 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 boom. It's like a train of thought going across your mind. Boxcars, thought, a train of thought. And I thought, I would try to read what's on the boxcar. So I would read, and it would go, and then I would come get the next one, and I was going like this. The boxcar was moving pretty fast, so I would read that and then come back and read that. But it was opaque. I couldn't see through the boxcars of thought. I couldn't see through my assumptions. But if I relaxed my focus, if I relaxed the muscle of attention, which was trying to read the boxcars, or like if you're watching CNN and the breaking news goes across the bottom with copy, and you read the breaking news, if you notice when you're reading the breaking news, you're not aware of the visual. It's kind of like in the background, and the words are in the foreground. So when I was reading the boxcar was in the foreground. But when I relaxed my mind and stopped trying to read the boxcars, I saw through the train. And there, on the other side of the train, were all the people waiting in line, and the horizon stretched all the way down the road. I saw through the train by relaxing my attention on trying to read what the boxcars were saying. So we'll get back to this. This is the way to practice the sixth sense. The sixth sense is a practice. Let's get back to that later before I run out of battery here. Thanks for dropping in.